Hello, so Valentine's is just around the corner, so I thought I'd make something. I'm going to make a chocolate box. What I've got is a bit of sapele. Now I'm going to use sapele for a couple of reasons. First being, I have a piece. The second, it's a nice red colour and will look even redder, nicer with some finish on it. Now, this bit is rough sawn, so the first job is to plane down one surface of it. The box is going to be made out of three main components. The body of the box, a base and a lid. So first I'm just going to mark out and roughly cut this bit of wood in half. Now it's in half, I'm going to resaw one bit to make the base and the lid. I've now got three bits of wood, a thick piece for the main body, a slightly thinner bit for the lid, and a thinner bit again for the base, but they all need a bit of a clean up. So I've reconfigured the machine into thicknessing mode, and now I'm going to run them all through that. So as you probably know, I'm super romantic, so I'm going to take my inspiration from Nirvana and make a heart-shaped box. I'm now just going to use a stick of glue to get it attached to the main body of the box. I've swapped out my resawing blade to a 1/4 inch one to cut this out. Now I can get this cut out on the outside line, and then with that done, unfortunately I'm going to have to cut into it to cut the inside out. Now the inside of these parts needs sanding, so I'm going to use one of these drum sanders mounted in my drill. These two bits now need gluing back together. Now that wouldn't be a very strong joint, but I'm also going to get them glued to the base at the same time, so that should be pretty strong. I took this in the house, left it to dry overnight, so now I can get all the clamps off and I need to trim off all the excess wood. So I'm going to take it over to the bandsaw and run it around and trim it as close as I can. Right, so it's cut out with the base. Now I need to also cut out the lid, so I'm just going to trace round and get that cut out the same on the bandsaw. Both the bottom and the top now need to be sanded flush with the main body. Now, I could use a trim router, but the corner is a bit tight at the top of the heart and it wouldn't get in there, so I'd have to sand anyway, so I might as well sand the whole thing. So I'm just going to clamp it all up and then sand it flush. All the sides are now nicely flush, but I think they look nice with a round over. So I'm just going to get my little router and add one to the top and the bottom. To attach the lid, I've got a bit of brass rod that I'm going to put in one corner and it's going to pivot on that. To drill the hole, I've got one of these drill guides. There'll be a link to it down below on the tools I use page. So I can use it to size the rod, find the drill bit I need, and then I can get this clamped in place and drill down. I'm just going to get a bit of super glue put into the lid and then I can get this tapped into place. It all opens and closes quite nicely, but to help it stay in one place I'm going to add some magnets. So I'm just going to mark out and then drill a couple of 10mm shallow holes and get a couple of magnets glued into place. To finish it, I'm just going to use some mineral oil, so I'm going to get that brushed on and leave it to dry. That's it all together. It opens really nicely and the magnet really just makes it spring back into place great. So the last job is just to fill it up with some chocolates and then give it to someone I love to enjoy them. So that's it all done. A little present for Valentine's Day. So thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, and happy Valentine's.